Welcome to this video on marine electrical cables. We will explore the critical aspects of their construction, material specifications, and the standards required for safe electrical installations on ships. Marine cables are built for durability. They feature copper conductors with a tin coating to prevent chemical reactions, insulation like EPR or XLPE to block moisture, and non-hygroscopic fillers that ensure a watertight core. To survive harsh marine environments, cables incorporate armor protection made from galvanized steel, tinned copper, or aluminum alloy. This is paired with non-metallic flame-retardant outer sheaths to resist fire damage. Proper installation is essential. Cables must be routed straight and remain accessible. Engineers ensure they are kept away from heat sources like boilers, protected from rodents, and fitted with loops at expansion joints to prevent snapping. For critical systems like steering gear, redundancy is vital. Installers use duplicated cables, separated both vertically and horizontally as far as possible, to ensure that a localized fire or collision does not cause a total system failure. Safety protocols forbid bunching cables with different temperature ratings, as heat can damage lower-rated insulation. Furthermore, safety voltage cables must be kept separate from high-voltage lines to prevent electrical interference and dangerous shorts. For high-current AC circuits, cables are arranged in a trefoil or triangular formation. This helps equalize current and magnetic fields, and engineers specify non-magnetic armor to mitigate electrodynamic forces. When cables pierce decks or bulkheads, they must maintain the integrity of the ship's fire-rated boundaries. Installers route them through specialized stuffed glands or boxes, using flame-retardant packing to keep the vessel watertight and secure. For conduit installations, a 40% fill ratio is required to prevent overheating and allow for safe cable pulling. Additionally, conduits must include drain holes to manage internal water condensation. In cold storage areas, standard cable plastics can fail. Engineers specify impervious sheaths and mount cables on perforated trays to avoid frost damage. Never cover these cables with the room's thermal insulation. For terminations, avoid joints in cable runs. Use correct soldering or compression sockets for conductors. Finally, all metallic armor must be securely earthed at both ends to the ship's hull to prevent shocks. Testing is structured in 3 tiers: routine tests for every cable length, acceptance tests for specific batches, and exhaustive type tests to verify core design durability before deployment. Routine tests include high-voltage checks and spark tests to find punctures. Acceptance tests verify physical dimensions and use pressurized water injection for 3 hours to confirm the cable is fully watertight. Type tests push prototypes to their limits, including long-term water immersion and extreme electrical stress, alongside mechanical aging and impact testing to ensure reliability under the toughest conditions. To summarize, use the right materials, maintain structural separation, ensure watertight bulkheads, and rely on rigorous testing. These steps are fundamental to maintaining safe electrical systems at sea.